In a peaceful Igbo village, a young woman named Amaka stood at the heart of a conflict she never saw coming. Her father, the king, had arranged her marriage to Obi, a powerful and respected warrior from a nearby village. Their union was meant to secure peace between their clans. Obi was everything a family could hope for: strong, honorable, and deeply rooted in tradition. But Amaka's heart longed for someone else. She had fallen in love with Kachi, a mysterious traveler who had arrived in the village with stories of freedom and adventure. Kachi was different. His charm and tales of life beyond the village had captured her soul. They met in secret, hidden from the watchful eyes of the elders and her family. As the day of her wedding to Obi drew closer, Amaka found herself torn between duty and desire. She knew her marriage to Obi would honor her family and protect her people, but Kachi had promised her a love that defied the old ways. Then the truth came out. On the eve of the wedding, Obi learned of Kachi's true identity. Kachi wasn't just a traveler. He had a history with Obi's family, a betrayal that had never been forgiven. The man Amaka loved was not who she thought he was. Now she was faced with an impossible choice. On the morning of her wedding, with the entire village gathered, Kachi appeared. He rushed into the ceremony, desperate to stop it. The village drums fell silent, and all eyes turned to Amaka. Her decision would not only shape her future but also the fate of her village. Would she follow her heart and choose Kachi, risking the peace between the clans and her family's honor? Or would she marry Obi, sacrificing love for duty and tradition? Amaka's heart raced as Kachi stood before her, pleading with his eyes. Obi's face was a mask of anger. His fists clenched as he waited for her response. The weight of her choice pressed down on her, but she knew one thing: she could not betray her people. With trembling hands, Amaka turned away from Kachi. Her voice barely a whisper, she spoke the words that would bind her to Obi, her duty, and her family. "I will honor my family," she said, her heart breaking with each word. Kachi's eyes filled with despair, but he said nothing. He simply turned and walked away, leaving Amaka behind, knowing their love was lost. The ceremony continued, but the joy had faded from the village. The drums, once loud and full of life, now felt hollow. Amaka had chosen duty, but the cost was her happiness. As she stood beside Obi, the weight of her decision settled heavily on her soul. And in the distance, Kachi disappeared into the forest, taking with him the love that could never be.